Hello, everyone. Sorry for this a bit late. Technical issues, of course, always present. Today I would like to tell you about media mix modeling with Bayesian approach, because what I think no one is making media mix modeling in a different way now. I'm Natalia Ziemba Jankowska. And if you would ever like to pronounce my surname, it happens sometimes, then I choose this version. It's like Ziemba Jankowska, whenever you need it. So I'm machine learning engineer. And yes, I do it for like 6 years. And only 1 year with media mix modeling, because what I saw, no one is doing media mix modeling. So I'm very interested. Why are you here? I never expect anyone on my presentation, because people are doing like LLMs, right? Everyone is doing LLMs now. Sometimes someone is doing images. Almost no one is doing audio. I used to, because I always choose things that no one is doing. And yes, that's why I would like you to tell me why you are here, because I need to understand and maybe dynamically adjust my presentation to your answer. That's why I would like you to. Yes, I hope that this QR code will work. If not, then there is a code to Menticom. And let's give it a while. Okay, I do not still see. I think almost all of you is here. Yes, so I would like to understand if you know something about media mix modeling, or maybe you know everything about media mix modeling and would like to challenge me. It will be very like awful, but please don't do this. Maybe you heard about MMM and you want to start, but you don't know how. Or maybe you started and you want to go further. Oh. Okay, I don't know if it's dynamic or not. But I guess there is no more than maybe 40 of you, so probably we have all the answers. Okay, so we have one person that worked on more than one project, so it's better than me because I did only one. And but it's like quite big project, so yeah, I will tell you about it in a bit. Most of you are not familiar, so I'm not surprised, right? As I said, no one is doing MMM, and I think it should change. I heard about media mix modeling when I changed my job a year ago exactly, and now I have a client. I have a client that is one of the most known German companies. And yes, they have really like much money. They are spending around 60 million euro yearly just for marketing advertisement. And they felt like they are not do it optimal. You know, it's not optimal. And it was true. And it occurs, it was true, and the way that we get to know about it was exactly MMM. So maybe we will be back. Okay, this is something I learned like in a month of my project, because as you may read, as I told you, when all my career I was doing images, audio, like all this cool stuff that people are doing, like all this cool stuff that we are really excited for. and all this cool stuff that almost no one earns on it. Like, no money in this. Even OpenAI does not earn money, right? So all this cool stuff is like, from the company point of view, quite useless. And then I came to this client, and I realized that what we really need to do to be sure that we will have our job in like a year, 2 years, 3 years, I am quite convinced that I will, it's marketing. So these are marketing projects. And that's why I would like you to maybe think about it. Maybe you can encourage your clients to make an MMM, because this is the place where really money is. Okay, so what is MMM? This is not a very complicated thing when we are using Bayesian approach. Of course, MMM itself means like optimization, getting to know how our money are working, right? So it's not about an approach. You can do MMM with CNNs, so it will be deep learning. You can do MMM with like random forest. No one does it. Bayesian approach became like the most common known, and to be honest, I checked it like very briefly in the very beginning, and it looks like it really works. Why Bayesian works? This is not maybe the typical situation for like other fields than marketing, but when we are spending money for advertisement, this is not like we do not have revenue the same time when we spend this money, right? When my client is spending money for like Google advertisement, they may have conversion or revenue even like few months later, and it is called ad stock. Also, we can have a spillover effect. The information that, when we are spending money on Google and on Instagram, people will see an advertisement on the Instagram and again, and then maybe in another time, when they see it like 5th time on Google, they will use this advertisement. This one will be like, the moment when they decide to give us money or make some conversion. So yes, this is not a simple situation for like linear regression, and this is not easy to be catch by CNN, so Bayesian is really helping us to see it. Okay, and I would like to tell you about one of the products that my clients have. This is the case with all of them, but this one was the first one that I worked with, and is quite interesting. It's about cookies. My client has an app. Yes, this is a big company that sells many things. Not only sells, not literally sells, but they have many products. And they, need to have a way to contact with the client. So they have a website and they have an application. And I met a girl that is making a marketing for application download. And the first day I came to the company, she met me and she told me, Natalia, I need this project now. I need your information because I feel that we are doing something wrong. She told me that for a while there is a regulation that tells them that they need to, have the cookie policy and allow people to just reject cookies. I don't know if you are rejecting cookies. I do it all the time, even if it's very complicated. And with the app on the iOS, it is quite easy, I guess, because there is only one window and it's like allow or deny. And only 30% people allows. So they now lose many information about what these people are doing, where they came from. And she felt that platforms are lying to her. The most funny example was Apple Store. The Apple application. Apple Store claimed that more than 90% of installs is because of the advertisement that this girl is paying for Apple Store. And I don't know how about you, but I'm not going to Apple Store to see what they have and then maybe see advertisement and install the app. Probably I know about this app before. Maybe I saw this on Google or Instagram, whatever. Maybe this is organic situation. I do not expect that many people are going to Apple Store and then are watching the advertisements and decided to install the app. And that was exactly what that girl also expected. And Apple said 90% of your clients is because of us. And as I said, this is a very wealthy company. So they put on the Apple Store, just because of application, 3,000, sometimes 5,000 euros daily. And that was total waste of money. Because when we started with MMM, the first model we got, we have an information that Apple Store was the shittiest source of all. And they should stop completely all the money that they're putting in Apple Store. And they did, and we are a year later, and my project generated like over 1 million of savings for this company. And this is the project that, to be honest, I'm the only person who's working with. So if you would like to, be the hero of your company, I really recommend MMM. Okay, and what about channels? We have many channels for MMM, like we can pay for Meta, for TikTok, Instagram. They are just coming and coming. They are new. They are like disappearing. And I guess you know it and you feel it. Like the TikTok 2 years ago is not the TikTok that we have now. And we have many feelings about channels, right? Like probably all of you have their own opinion about TikTok because it's controversial, and about X because it's controversial. And yes, when we have marketing specialists, they are still human. They have this feeling about these channels also in their heart. So my marketing specialist hated TikTok. Like she didn't believe in TikTok. It wasn't because of the data. It was just because she has not TikTok and she thought that it's like not very good source. So she almost never put money on TikTok. I also do not have TikTok. But in like 2 months, we had to decide that TikTok probably is one of the most efficient sources. And even if we don't like it, she should put the money on TikTok. So, and this is now. Like, she never put it before, then she put a little bit, so we have like very low signal, but even with this low signal, we have this information. Probably TikTok is now a good channel, but when we are using old data, and this is why evaluation of channels is a problem. When we are using old data, like our company has a data that are like 4 years of data. So when we are using a data from like TikTok 4 years ago and TikTok for now, this is not the same channel anymore. Like people now, like who is using Facebook now? Like almost only old people, right? 6 years ago, it was like all of us. Now it's my grandma. So also Facebook 5 years ago and Facebook now, it's like different channels. This is a problem and we also should think about it. And how? You should consider what is valid or not. Sometimes we just need to remove the channels. decide that we no longer will use it in that way, but maybe we should keep the information that it was before. Like the channel history is super informative. And the one thing that I'm talking about it is because we almost never work with each other. What I saw is like marketing specialists, they hate us because they are worried that we will take their job. We will make a model and the model will tell everything to stakeholders, so there was no point for marketing specialists anymore. And also sometimes we do not value much marketing specialists, thinking that we have all this information in data and we don't need them. And one message that I would like to say is that we need to work with marketing specialists. I heard many things from them that I would never even think of, and I do not see it in the data. And I'm like almost sure that nor we nor them will lose their job. So yes, what should you do with this information? You alone, nothing. And I wouldn't tell you what you should do with the information about TikTok 2 years ago and now. You need to talk with your marketing specialist. You will do something with that. Okay, also what is very important is control channels. Like control channels are the channels that we have, they exist, but we have no power on them. Source channels are the channels that we put money in. The easiest way, everything else is control channel. Especially in PyMC marketing. It's look a little bit different in Meridian. As I said, ad stock, yeah, I told you about it before. Yeah, so this carryover effect, remember about it? And the spillover effect, that is a complicated influence between sources. Okay, and how to include these non-paid channels in MMM. When I came to this company, they tried, but they had no proper data scientist. So one of the marketing managers decided that they will do MMM by themselves. And that was a disaster. When I saw the repository, the first thing that I did was created the new repository, and I even didn't use a line from that code. It was so extremely bad. They had 1000%, literally 1000% error. Why? They mixed spends with impressions. Not only the only case, but that was the most fun. Yep. They decided that impressions and spend are the same type of channels. So when they standardized this, there was information the spend were almost invisible, because when we have 20,000 impressions a day and 2,000 euros spent a day, there was it vanished. And this is not the same unit. To be honest, I had to repeat it 10 times, and I had a literal fight with my project owner, just because they believe that we need to use it as a source channel. They asked them, how do you want to optimize impressions? How do you want to force people to click more? The only thing that you can optimize is spend, right? We can use this information but as a control channels, and in PyMC marketing, in Meridian, probably with others, I didn't check, it is possible. So input very fast, because I think you feel it. Spend non-paid channels, if you have it, if you are sending emails, if you are having impressions, it is quite important to add it. I'm not a fan of the idea to put in a control channels the information how many emails you spend a day. This is also another fight I had. Probably you send all that you can, right? It's not when we will have an information that, yes, amount of emails influence the amount of installs, then we will just send more emails, like not to 20,000 people, but to 30,000 people. I don't believe, I guess you all always send to all that may be interested. So it's not the case, but you can use maybe binary information that they were sent emails that day. I encourage. Also, seasonality. PyMC marketing is capable to extract seasonality by themselves. I do not use it. I extract seasonality by meta profit, which is super cool, and then we can have a control on that. Yeah, they disagree, agree. Also, I use daily data, and if I'm correct, I think they only allow to extract yearly seasonality. So I'm not okay with that. Yeah, I have a daily data. I read today that Meridian recommend to have weekly data. When you will see PyMC marketing library, in example notebook, you will also see weekly data, but there is no information in PyMC marketing why weekly data, like, or at least it's like not much information. Meridian says because of the possible error, this fluctuation. But my company, my client wanted to have daily data, and they were like very against the idea to accumulate the data. And sometimes you need to do what the clients want, right? So we are using daily data, and there's no question here. But you may think about weekly data. Monthly data is a bit like too big. And about train test split, just remember, then your newest data are the most important, so do not use test set as like the newest data, right? Okay, I have a few minutes, so I will make it faster. But yeah, the most important thing is remember the situation in your company probably is not like in the example notebook of PyMC marketing library, because they think that spends look like that, the left, and probably spends look like that, the right. So we have much money for like Apple Store, because we believe, and then almost nothing for other. Or like maybe some Google, but then no TikTok, only sometimes, whatever. So we will have problems with data. Like our models won't be that good as in PyMC marketing notebook example. Yeah, about meta profit, I said. Just a few minutes. So. And also very important information contribution. The left one is from PyMC marketing example. And you can see that intercept is here the pink one. And here we have the real example of my client's data. And you can see that intercept is green one. And marketing efforts are the blue one. And when you are doing something like that, you need to have an answer prepared before, because after you will show it to stakeholders, someone will lose a job. You and marketing specialist, because it looks like whatever marketing specialist is doing does not matter, like almost does not matter. We have so big intercept that we can just simply get out of them, right? But I told you that my client is one of the most known company in Germany. So people will install their application even if there was no advertisement. The intercept is high, but it should be high. It's expected. So yes, be prepared to have an explanation. I should explain it like many times to my managers. Okay, sorry, but we don't have time. Also, as I said before, if we have much spend for some channels, we will have less error. many times we will have like massive error, right? When we have a TikTok and we would like to know is it efficient or not, we will probably need to have more data, maybe spend more money. This is something that I can encourage my colleagues to do, spend more money for a channel just to let us know what is going on with this channel. If you do not have data, you won't have good response. What I really like to tell you, the most, I guess, important, is what to use. As I'm constantly repeating, PyMC Marketing is the library that I am using. Whenever I'm talking on any conference or meetup about this project, everyone asks me, did you use Meridian? And I was sick of answering that no, I didn't even try it. So I today sat and tried Meridian. And to be honest, I'm a little bit like impressed. So PyMC Marketing shows us something like that. They say, of course, that they are the best. Everything is like green and super cool. But when you look at it, what we have, like Meridian does not look bad. And to be honest, I tried it. And within an hour, as I said, my project is like 1 year old. Within an hour, I was able to do a model that was not bad. Like, my results and Meridian results after 1 hour of work, there are many problems with Meridian that I saw in this 1 hour, that they are like Apple versus Android, I guess. They think that you are stupid. So they will do everything like for you. And even if you know better, they won't let you to do it. So, but maybe consider it, it's super easy. If you do not have much time and your manager won't give you like a year to work on it, if you just want to prove that MMM is something that your company needs, use Meridian. I guess it's the fastest. PyMC Marketing, like for the first month, second month, if you will just use an example notebook, is extremely useless because this example notebook is absolutely shitty. So you need to figure out it by yourself, or just write to me to get to know how to do this properly. With Meridian, you don't need. They have like good documentation. Okay. And with budget allocation in PyMC Marketing, this algorithm does not work. Just remember, do not use budget allocation from PyMC because they have like constant bug on it. And just do it yourself. It is a very easy algorithm to write. Okay, and about, when I came, I saw something like that in the app that they made for marketing specialists. And I was like, yeah, who cares? Who cares? Like, this is not the information that our marketing specialists should have. So just keep it for yourself, right? Okay, I think I'm like very much over time. Yeah, but the most important, do MMM. Your company will earn money, save money, and maybe you will have a job in the time. When I saw in the London tube yesterday, stop hiring humans, hire AI. I don't know if you saw this this advertisement, but I sent it to all my friends in the work. Stop hiring human. Yeah, so maybe do MMM. There is a chance that you will have a job. I guess it's enough. Thank you.